Heidi ho there, my crafty friends. I just wanted to share some side trims with you today and welcome you to the Ladybug Journals. And this is Lori, and my craft room's a little chaotic today, so heck, why not? Today's the perfect day to play in our journals, isn't it? So side trims, what are we talking about when we say side trims? Well, side trims could be anything. They can be those little things that stick out. But when I think of side trims, I think of things like this, things that decorate the side of my page. They're not necessarily 100% functional, for anything, but they look pretty. Like this one's just all different buttons. And then, let's see, and this one over here, and this journal over here that I'm working on, my side trims are, hold on, let me find the page here I was going to show you. It's the page that we're going to work on today. It can be layered paper. It can be layered ribbons. Now, see, I knew I should have marked it. Here, it's a piece of burlap ribbon, and its function is it's serving as a side tuck. To me, that's a side trim. Oh, dear, and I've glued my pages together. Good gracious. So, to me, that's a side trim. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to create this one with all these little envelopes. And in case you haven't seen the video on how to create these, and for the life of me, I cannot think of the person that I saw create them. I'm going to show you how she did that. So they're made with a rectangle piece of cardstock. And let me see if I have one that's bigger than this. Oh, here I do. And it can be any length, and it can be any width. The length the width of it will determine on the size of your envelope. Like this was a really wide piece, where this was a smaller piece. So this piece is wide compared to this piece. They're going to be two different sizes of envelopes. So what you do is you find the center of your envelope, or of your paper, and you mark it, and then you make you bring down the corners on both sides, like this, okay? And then you bend it back. Well, let's see, I think she bent it forward first. I've been bending back to just past the tip, okay? Is how you bend it back. And that'll give you the actual size of the envelope that you want. Just like that. This is going to be the size of our envelope. And then you cut in the back right below this part. Right below here. So I'm going to cut right below there. And then when I bring it around, that's going to get tucked up under there like that. And there's our envelope. So when you go back to glue, so now you're thinking, well, what do I glue to hold it down? Well, now you're going to open up your little rectangle. You're going to glue down up here and up here. And you're going to put those back down. And then this piece right here, the first fold, you're going to glue there. You're going to fold this piece back up. And it's best if you can get it straight. Of course, I can't. And then you're going to glue all the way across these little triangles. And you're going to turn around and you're going to bring them back down, just like that. And if I can remember who I saw do this, I will post her link down below so that you can go see her fabulous tutorial on this. Okay? And there's the little envelopes. Easy to do and fun. Now, I think she inked her papers before she folded them. I haven't been, because I don't always ink my papers. And if I do decide to ink, I ink now. I'll go around and I'll ink the sides. And if I want the edges inked, I'll just slide it up underneath them like that. Something like this, I might not ink because it's purple. I might just come in with a little bit of gray smoke ink and call it a day. But I just happen to have vintage photo on my dauber. So that's how I made all these. So for the page we're going to do, I want my page to function also as a side tuck. So I cut a strip the length of my page, and I have an assortment of envelopes that I want to put on this decorative page, but not completely cover it up. Okay, so I don't want to. Oop, here I'm out of the screenshot again, aren't I? There. I don't want to completely cover it up. So I know that, but I just kind of want them to be tossed and turned here and there. Okay, I don't want that. But I know they all look different just because of the way that, you know, they're folded and they're sized. So I'm just going to kind of toss them around here and see what I get and what I like and what I don't like. And I want the smaller ones on top. Here, you know what I think would be easier? If I went on and glued this down. I think that would be easier. That way, if I go to move it, it doesn't disturb the envelope. So I'm going to go on and do that on my page. So let's glue this down. There we go. And of course I didn't get it down right, did I? Heavens to Betsy. Let's get this down. Now let's work on our envelopes here. There's that little one. Okay. So I've got a big red one. I got a big green one. Yeah, see, I just want them kind of tossed and turned. I don't want them all going the same direction. You know, kind of like this and that and here and there. And I could spread them out kind of like that even. Yeah, I kind of like that. Spread you out a little bit more. And then these smaller ones I can just toss in. And I've got others in there I can even get out. Like that little guy here. Oh, here's a little teeny tiny one. We can maybe lay him up there. Let's see what all we got here. Here's a blue one. And here's a small red one. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Let me take a look. Yeah, I think I like that arrangement. So I'm gonna glue them down that way. So I'm gonna move the little ones over. And I'm gonna glue on the back, only the spot that's touching the ribbon, because I don't want to glue them to the page. Because remember, now my page is a side tuck. So I don't want to glue them to the page. You know, right here. I don't want to glue them down onto the page. I only want to put glue on half of it. There. You know, maybe like that. Yeah, see, I think I'm already changing it. So, have you guys started decorating for Christmas yet? Or are you still associating November with fall? I know that's, in my family, it's kind of one of those, are you crazy? But I live in Pennsylvania and we've already had heavy frosts, and I'm always anxious for the cold weather, because that means, for me anyhow, the winter's coming. And when it comes for us, it comes quick. And it can be nasty sometimes, but you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it a bit. Because then it's nice and cozy in the house, and we've got the dogs and hubby, and we just sit under blankets, and there are days that the weather's so nasty outside that we just sit and we watch movies, and it's a nice afternoon. And then other days, we've had winter since we've been here where it's just been warm as toast. Now see, I changed it already, but we're going to put this little guy in there just because he's so stinking cute. I think we're going to put him right there. Yeah, we're going to layer him in right there. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry before we do anything, because it's just full of glue and I can't put anything underneath it, and I really can't can't do anything else with it because everything will move. So there's our side. And here it is. It's going to serve as a side tuck right here. So anything that I want to put underneath it, here, let me show you. If I had something here, it would just slide right under there like that. I know you can't, that wasn't a very good example, was it? Here, I'll show you with this. It would just slide under there just like that. And that would be the border that would be out on the page. So I'll just leave that there so you can see a little bit better. Now we're going to play peekaboo. Now this is one of my favorite treatments on a page. Now I had this on my page, and I'm working in the little winter journal that we just made. And this is one of my favorite little treatments to do on a page because I think it's fun, and I think it's just, just something that's easy to do. And this is just a little piece that I cut off of some of the cardstock pattern that I used in another book, and I made it into an upper tuck. See, I can just tuck something in there just like that. But I thought the page just looked a little bare, so I decided to play one of my little peekaboos. And what that is I just take a little piece of lace like this, and this happens to have a pretty scallop bottom, and I don't mind that it's, that it's a little lopsided and all that stuff. And I'm just going to glue it right across the top, right across there with just a little bit of my art glitter glue here in my little tiny bottle. I'm just going to run a little bead of glue. Well, I say I'm going to run a little bead of glue. My little beads of glue tend to get kind of big and goopy. And they're never straight, ever. They're always crooked. And see, I just glued another page to it, so I need to wipe that off somewhere in there. And I'll show you another little peekaboo page I did. There it is. Come here, glue. Okay, so let me put the lid on the glue there. Okay, so you take your lace and you just kind of lay it down across the top there, right into your glue. And I sometimes let it hang over and sometimes I don't. It just depends on what's on the page. Okay, just like that. And now across the top, I'm going to add another piece of lace, or maybe even a piece of ribbon. I think in this case, the big piece of lace I put on is dyed. It's tea dyed. And even though you can't see it, I can see it a little bit. So I was playing around with laces here, trying to decide, do I want to put gold or do I want to go with the white? Well, the white really doesn't have any effect on it whatsoever. So maybe neither. Maybe this. No, I don't like that either. Well, let's see. No, I don't like that either. So I guess since we have all those other colors in there, I don't want to go with bright red. Maybe we'll just put a piece of washi tape on it. Let's find a piece of what? Oh, hey, what about that? Let's see. Yeah, and we'll let the trees stick out at the top. That'll work. And then when you pick it up, here, I moved it and you can't see it. Then when you pick it up, you get to see it underneath. And on the other one I did, I'll show you the other one I did. There's a little pocket at the bottom. But this one, this is kind of thick. So I'm going to use, let's see here. I need to measure this and cut it before I put it down. Because once it's down, I'm going to cut right here between these two trees. This is just ribbon that has been in my stash for years. And I've never used it for some reason. And then just all of a sudden this year, I've decided I just love it. So I'm just using a little bit of Fabri-Tac on it because it's thick. It's a felted ribbon. And I don't even know where I got it. Most likely Michael's, Joanne, probably Joanne's. It's on a bolt, and it's just a thick felted ribbon, and it's shaped like these little trees. Okay, so let me scoot this down here so I can reach it. And I'm just going to put it so the top of the trees sticks out here, just like that. Now I'll see them out of the top of my book. There. And when I lift up, I'll see that. Whoops, I just pulled them off the page. There. It'll be right at the top there that it'll stop like that. Okay. But I'll still be able to use it as the tuck. Now the other one I did, this one, in this little book, is the peekaboo. And I put a piece of burlap ribbon that has lace on it. And here's the peekaboo. And in here is a little pocket. It's just a simple little pocket with a piece of coffee dyed paper. And I think it needs to be a little bit shorter. And you know what? I'm just going to tear it. And it's just coffee dyed paper that's there for journaling. This one is being made with my Facebook group. There we go. There. And then on this one, the lace sticks out at the bottom. And on this one, the trees are going to stick out at the top. Okay. There's that other one. Okay. So that's all that I had to show you for today on page trims. So page trims can be on the edges. They can be at the top. They can be at the bottom. They can be decorative. They can be buttons. This is the other lace page that I did. And it opens like this. And then you pull them open this way, and you get a full snowman view. Just something simple and quick that you can put on a page. And they're fun to do. Oh, this one can come out here now. And they don't always add bulk to your page. Like this one didn't add any bulk that I showed you earlier. It didn't add any bulk, but I can still put something underneath there. And you can mount them like I mounted the buttons that I showed you. I mounted those on another page, just like I did on these. I mounted them on a separate piece. So you don't have to mount them directly. And here's another page trim. It's in the back of the book, and it's just lace. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed our page trim lesson. And if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and spread the word about the Ladybug Journals. And come back and see me again. I'm sure we'll have more videos coming out. Next week, we actually have several of them planned. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye!